Hey, Matt, how's it going, man? You hear me all right?
I got you.
All right. One thing I feel like I've been noticing about at least your side of the ball throughout these past few weeks is the energy that this defense as a whole is bringing, and especially after last season, where I think I remember a couple of your teammates saying that the lack of fans in the stands made it hard to kind of manufacture some energy on that side of the ball. Is that a focal point for you guys this offseason, is bringing that kind of energy and bringing emotion to practice every time you step on the field?
Yeah, that along with guys just out there competing, having fun. That's what it all comes back to is guys having fun. If you're not out there having fun, it's just you're at work. So nobody likes that. But yeah, guys are out there competing, having a good time, bringing that energy, bringing some juice with them. So it's been pretty cool.
Is that a typical, because I'm going to be honest, this is my first offseason practice, going to offseason practice covering the Bills. Is this typical of your time in Buffalo? Like, is it usually that energetic, during mini camp and OTAs?
Nah, I wouldn't say so, especially right now at this time of year. But yeah, it's been pretty cool to be a part of it.
Like, what do you think the difference is then, I guess, this year? Like,
I don't know, just new year. We got some new guys in there on the defensive side of the ball. Some guys came back last year who weren't there. Some new guys that we drafted who are balling out. So it's a combination of everything.
Gotcha. Well, hey, man, appreciate your insight. Thank you.
Hey, Matt, you kind of leaded me into it. I want to talk about some of the guys that are returning and some of the new guys. Let's start with Star. Just philosophically and execution-wise defensively, how does his return into the middle help things, especially from your spot on that second level?
It's huge, man. Star is he's a beast up there, man. Gets the job done. And he's gonna make some plays. So just having him back up in that middle, clogging things up, creating havoc, is always good to have.
And then you mentioned some new guys. I assume maybe you're referencing at least the rookies. What have you seen again from your spot from Greg Rousseau and Boogie Basham here through OTAs and Minicamp?
Yeah, they've been great. We don't got the pads on right now, so you really can't see the physical side of it. But from a speed and quickness standpoint, those guys are balling out, especially those guys in the secondary coming around McLeod, especially him.
With Rousseau, I know you can't understand the physicality, but just his length. I mean, you notice the things that, again, without full engaging in here with the defensive front and an offensive line, but can you tell what his length can bring to the table?
Oh yeah, I mean he's gigantic. I'm like looking up at him in the huddle and stuff. So it should be good to have him up there. Hopefully get some batted balls, some sacks this year. Help us out a little bit.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.
Hey, Matt, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. Hey, so I don't know if you saw the news, but yesterday the State Department of Health said that because the stadium is outdoor, that it can operate at 100%. And obviously you've had the luxury of playing in front of fans at the stadium. And then you had last year where there was really nobody there for the regular season. And I was just wondering about your general thoughts to, potentially have a full stadium again, like things are normal.
Yeah, that would be great. Energy wise, atmosphere wise. And I think for the fans also to get back out there. So if that's the case, I can't wait for it.
Beautiful. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey, Matt, it's Sal. Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you too, Sal.
A year ago, your future was a bit uncertain, I guess. You didn't really know how things would play out. And I know you've stated many times you want to stay in Buffalo. That worked out. I spoke with your agent who said you told him, hey, the contract will take care of itself. I'm going to play great football. Do you feel any different this year, like just from that standpoint of having it behind you, or does it really not change your mindset at all of how you go into the year, knowing that that's all taken care
of? It doesn't really change it, to be honest. Last year, it wasn't really on my mind too much. And this year, I'm just doing my thing as usual. So I would say, it really hasn't changed the way that I approach the game or approach anything else in that matter.
You're part of an interesting draft class, obviously. You, Deion, Tre'Davious, you've all now gone into your second contracts. You've been on this team since there were a lot of new players. You came aboard when there was a really kind of an influx of new players, but now you're here with a really veteran-laden group, a lot of guys returning. What's the difference between the two? What's the difference this time of year, these kinds of practices, when you have so much continuity versus maybe in the past, a lot of new players?
Yeah, right now we're just way ahead of the game. You know, it's guys aren't so much concerned about the playbook. We already know the playbook. It's more about getting those small details tuned up in order to make those plays to help the team win. So we're ahead of the game. We're rolling, especially on defense. The back seven, I think, has been together for 4+ years now, if not more than that. So, yeah, it's been pretty cool to experience that, not having to worry so much about the playbook and little stuff like that. It's more about now making plays and taking it to that next level.
All right, Matt, thanks. Enjoy your summer.
Thank you.
Hey, Matt, good to see you. How you doing?
Good.
Good. We only saw a limited amount of Dane Jackson last year, and when we did, he made big plays. What have you seen from him so far this offseason?
He's been balling out. He made a couple plays today, actually, in the short amount of time we were out there. So he's looking good. I mean, the whole secondary has been bringing a lot of energy and juice to the team these past few days. So it'll be interesting to see the season.
How do you think that helps motivate the offense during practice?
How does it motivate the offense? I mean, obviously, if you're not doing too hot on offense, creating turnovers, you're not it's not looking too good. But it's just all season, you know,
Definitely.
Not really too much to be concerned about.
Thank you.
Money Matt, Mookie Hawkins, Waffle Sports 1080. How's it going?
What's up, man?
Hanging in there. Care to, elaborate a little bit more on the back end? You mentioned guys like Nick McLeod and Dane Jackson. Care to talk about how well that back end is playing so far?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you've been out at practice or seen videos and stuff, but they just been creating havoc over there, doing their job, running with receivers, playing the ball. So it's been pretty cool to watch and be a part of that. You can just feel the energy that they bring to the team, especially the defense.
Excellent. So what will it take for you guys to, have a better season this year?
I mean, guys just got to do their job. That's what it comes down to. Everybody's got to be held accountable, stay in their gaps. Guys got to be downhill, making plays on the ball. That's really what it comes down to, is making those big time plays in those big time moments. So we're excited. It's a new year. It's a new team. What we did last year is behind us, and we're looking to move forward.
Absolutely, man. Hey, enjoy the rest of camp and have a great summer.
Thank you.
Hey, Matt, it's Jay Skursky with the Buffalo News. Thanks for taking some time today. You missed a significant chunk of the season last year with an injury. Even when you came back, were you ever truly 100% at any point last year, though?
Yeah, I was 100% when I came back.
Okay. So heading into this year, then you don't see any residual impact from that injury. You feel like at this point in this offseason, you're where you would normally be, basically.
Yeah, I was 100% when I came back last year. So
okay,
no,
gotcha.
no issues with that.
Yeah. One other guy I wanted to ask you about was with Taron Johnson. You've been with him in the same defense for quite a while now. When you think back to some of the plays he made toward the end of the last year, the Pittsburgh game, and then of course the Baltimore game, for a guy like that, to make those plays, he's dealt with injuries, he's dealt with some adversity in his career, to turn in one of the, basically one of the biggest plays in franchise history. What can it do for his confidence? And, where do you see him, going in his fourth season?
His mindset is just incredible. Taron's just a great guy all around, on and off the field, but getting those plays really does help your confidence, and that's what it's about, especially playing that position. If your confidence is shot, then you're putting yourself in a bad position to make plays, and he fortunately made some great plays and continued to make them throughout the playoffs. So I think he's on that same track going into this year.
Cool. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Hey, Matt, it's Mark Gahn from the Buffalo News. Just curious, I know you like to travel. Did you go anywhere this off season? Have any good vacation travel, or you have one coming up in these next 6 weeks?
No traveling.
Nope. How come? Just because of the virus, or what? You usually go somewhere, right?
Yeah. No, I was just hanging down in Florida. That is a vacation on its own. So
okay.
Yeah, I was hanging out this year.
Okay. So it's like 2 off seasons now that you didn't probably go anywhere, right? Because you probably didn't go anywhere during the whole crazy.
Yeah, I was traveling throughout Florida. but
Right.
I didn't go out of the state.
Yep. Okay, good. Thanks.